January 1909. A cold night in New Jersey. Over 1,000 people witness something impossible. Schools close. Factories shut down. Armed groups patrol the streets. For 7 days, an entire state descends into panic. What do they see? Hey everyone, welcome to Mysteries Beyond the Night. Today we're investigating one of America's most terrifying legends. A creature that has haunted New Jersey for 300 years. A monster that caused the largest documented mass panic in United States history. This is the story of the Jersey Devil, and you may never look at a forest the same way again. Our story begins in 1735, in the heart of the New Jersey Pine Barrens. The Pine Barrens isn't an ordinary forest. It's a 1.1 million acre area. Trees growing from sand, not soil. Forests so dense, they completely block your vision. A place where nature itself seems wrong. This is where the Leeds family lives. Deborah Leeds is pregnant for the 13th time. She and her husband Japhet already have 12 children. They live in extreme poverty. Japhet is known to drink. The family barely has enough food. When Deborah discovers she's pregnant again, something inside her breaks. In a moment of absolute desperation, she raises her hands to the sky and curses her unborn child. Let this one be the devil. A few months later, a violent storm rages. Lightning tears across the sky. The wind howls like something alive. Deborah Leeds goes into labor. Local midwives arrive to help with the birth. Japhet and the 12 children huddle in a corner of their small house. All terrified by the storm, the baby is born. A boy, apparently normal. The midwives sigh in relief. Deborah holds her child in her arms. But then, the child begins to change. The body elongates. Bones crack and reshape. Black, leathery wings tear from its back. The head distorts into something like a horse, or a goat, or something worse. Hooves replace the feet. A forked tail sprouts. Claws grow from the fingers. The baby's eyes open, red, glowing, blazing. The creature growls, a sound that shouldn't come from anything born of humans. It attacks. The midwives scream. The family cowers in absolute terror. And then, with a shriek that pierces the night, the creature flies up the chimney, into the Pine Barrens, into the darkness. The Jersey Devil is born. But wait, did this really happen? Let's separate fact from fiction. The Leeds family was real. Japhet Leeds was a surveyor who owned land at Leeds Point. His will from 1736 mentions 12 surviving children, exactly as the legend says. But there's something more happening here. Japhet's father was Daniel Leeds, a man who became an enemy of the Quakers after publishing almanacs with astrological symbols. In 1687, he was ostracized by his own religious community, and Daniel Leeds had a famous rival, Benjamin Franklin. Franklin, who also published almanacs, began a smear campaign against the Leeds family. He wrote stories calling them monsters. He published articles about supposed witchcraft trials involving the family. The Leeds family coat of arms featured winged dragons. Researcher Brian Regal from Kean University believes the Jersey Devil legend was born from this political defamation. That over generations, the stories about the Leeds family monsters evolved into the legend of a literal creature. But this doesn't explain everything, because what happened in January 1909 was very, very real. January 16th, 1909. Woodbury, New Jersey. A farmer wakes early. He goes to check his barn. In the fresh snow, he sees tracks. Hooves, but strange. Too narrow, too deep, and the pattern makes no sense. The tracks go over fences, without breaks, across rooftops, through yards and impossible lines. He follows the tracks for miles. They simply vanish in the middle of an open field. He's not alone. Identical tracks appear throughout the region. Burlington, Camden, Bristol, dozens of towns, and then the sightings begin. Bristol, Pennsylvania, night of the 16th. Police officer James Sackville is on his nightly patrol. The air is freezing. Everything is quiet until he looks up. Over the Delaware River, something flies. Large, winged, with a movement that isn't bird-like. It's heavier, more deliberate. Sackville freezes. His years of training tell him to investigate. His instincts tell him to run. He writes in his report, "A monstrous thing, unlike anything I've ever seen." January 18th, Burlington. Residents wake to screams. Not human screams. Something high-pitched, penetrating, as if the night itself is screaming. In Camden, a woman hears noises in her backyard. She runs to the window. Her dog is being attacked by something. She grabs a broom, runs outside. The creature is the size of a man. Black wings, elongated head, eyes that seem to burn. She strikes it with the broom. The creature hisses, beats its wings, vanishes into the night. The dog survives, but the woman never forgets what she saw. January 19th, Haddon Heights. A trolley car full of passengers travels down the street. It's late at night. Most people are tired, heading home from work. Suddenly, something dives from the sky, straight at the trolley. Passengers scream. The driver slams the brakes. The creature hovers above the trolley, beating its wings, looking inside through the windows. The driver refuses to move the trolley. He waits. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Finally, the creature disappears into the darkness. But the driver doesn't move for another 30 minutes. You need to be sure it's really gone. West Collingswood. Firefighters see the creature on a building rooftop. They do what firefighters do. They aim their hoses. Water sprays. The creature is hit. It screams, flies away. In Camden and Bristol, police open fire. Bullets tear through the night air. Witnesses say the bullets pass through the creature, but it keeps flying, as if unaffected. A paper mill watchman named E.W. Rogers provides a detailed description. Long neck, large head with fiery eyes, 2 legs about 3 feet long, foretail about 5 feet long. January 20th to 21st. The panic spreads like wildfire. Schools close throughout southern New Jersey. Parents won't let children go to class. Factory workers in the Pine Barrens refuse to go to work. It's too dangerous to cross the forests. Farmers carry shotguns 24 hours a day. Newspapers explode. The Philadelphia Inquirer publishes front-page headlines. What ISIT visits all South Jersey. The creature gets nicknames. Wazzlebug, Gazook, Jabberwock. But one name sticks, Jersey Devil. The Philadelphia Zoo supposedly offers $10,000 for its capture. Everyone wants a piece of the story. Some from fear, others from money. A publicist named Norman Jeffries sees an opportunity. He buys a kangaroo from a circus, glues fake claws and bat wings to it, displays it as the captured Jersey Devil. Some people believe it. Most know it's a hoax. But the hoaxes don't explain everything, because there are too many people seeing something. Too many authorities, police officers, firefighters, councilmen. And then, as suddenly as it started, January 23rd, 1909, the sightings stop completely. No screams, no tracks, no wing shadows. The Jersey Devil simply disappears. New Jersey falls into an eerie silence. 1,000 people witness something, but nobody captured anything. No body, no physical evidence except tracks that melt in the snow. Life returns to normal, but nobody forgets that week. But the story doesn't end in 1909, because the Jersey Devil keeps appearing. 1951, Gibbstown, New Jersey. A group of boys see a creature matching the description. 1960, Mays Landing. Residents hear screams at night, screams that seem to come from hell. No animal is identified. 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, sporadic sightings continue. In 2023, a poll by Fairleigh Dickinson University reveals something surprising. 16% of New Jersey residents believe the Jersey Devil might be real. Interestingly, people who live near the Pine Barrens are less likely to believe. Only 11%. But in urban areas, 17 to 18% believe. Fran Coppola, owner of the Smithville Inn. One night, she's taking out the trash behind the restaurant. She looks up. A winged shadow hovers above her. But Fran doesn't feel fear. She feels calm. She stares. The creature stares back, and then it flies away. Fran believes the Jersey Devil protects the Smithville Inn, like a guardian, not a threat. She tells her story in a documentary. She swears it's true. Is it imagination? Maybe. But Fran seems absolutely certain of what she saw. So what is the Jersey Devil? Let's examine the theories. The most popular scientific explanation. Sandhill cranes can be up to 4 feet tall. Wingspan over 7 feet. They make a loud, piercing cry. At twilight, their silhouette could look monstrous. But there are problems with this theory. Cranes don't make tracks that climb rooftops. They don't attack trolleys. And they're not native to the Pine Barrens. They'd have to be lost during migration. In 1909, newspapers competed fiercely for sales. A story about a monster? Front page gold. Norman Jeffries admitted creating a hoax. Others admitted faking tracks. Maybe some real sightings of strange animals plus media sensationalism equals total panic. But this doesn't explain the sightings before 1909. For centuries, Brian Regal's theory, the Leeds family was smeared by Benjamin Franklin. The legend grew from this hate campaign. Over generations, the monsters of the Leeds family became the monster from the Leeds. It's plausible, but it doesn't explain why people keep seeing something today. What if it's something science hasn't cataloged yet? A rare Pine Barrens animal. Nocturnal, elusive, intelligent enough to avoid capture for 300 years. Unlikely? Yes. Impossible? Maybe not. To understand the Jersey Devil, you need to understand the Pine Barrens. It's not just a forest. It's a place where nature works differently. Trees that grow in sand, that need fire to reproduce. Rivers the color of dark tea. Vast, undeveloped areas. Too dense for construction. The history of the Pine Barrens is full of strangeness. Entire industries failed there. The forest literally reclaimed abandoned villages. The indigenous Lenape people considered parts of the land sacred, but also dangerous. They spoke of a forest god called Msing, a deer-like creature with bat wings. Sound familiar? Today, people report more than just the Jersey Devil and the Pine Barrens. Ghosts, shadow figures, strange lights, UFOs. It's as if that place is a magnet for the unexplained. The Jersey Devil has become more than a local legend. It's the unofficial symbol of New Jersey. The hockey team New Jersey Devils is named after the creature. It appeared in X-Files, documentaries, video games, movies. Investigation groups called Devil Hunters conduct regular expeditions in the Pine Barrens. Tourist tours sell tickets for Jersey Devil hunts. The Smithville Inn, where Fran had her sighting, became a tourist attraction. The legend isn't dying. It's growing. So what really happened in January 1909? Did 1,000 people have a collective hallucination? Unlikely. Was it all fraud and hysteria? Some cases, yes. But all of them? Hard to believe. Is there something unknown in the Pine Barrens? Maybe. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Some sightings were normal animals. Some were hoaxes. Some are media exaggerations. But there are too many reports. Too many reliable witnesses. Too much consistency over 300 years. Something is happening in the Pine Barrens. It may not be a demon born from a curse, but something. And to this day, when the wind howls through the pines, when shadows move where there should be no movement, when a high-pitched scream tears through the silence of night, the people of New Jersey stop and wonder, has the Jersey Devil returned? What about you? What do you think? Is it real? Is it legend? Mass hysteria? Or something we don't yet understand? Leave your theory in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more unexplained mysteries. And next time you're in a forest at night, look up, because you never know what might be watching you back. Thanks for watching.